We got the NXT Cruiserweight Championship. Jordan Devlin retains over Trent 7. And then we got UK media catching up with Kenny Williams and Amir Jordan. We're going to talk about it, folks. We are going to go over it all right here on my IWN Wrestling News and Gaming YouTube channel. Ladies and gentlemen, IWC community, all of my Ingram Wrestling News fans, moderators, and subscribers, this is IWN's very own Brennan, here live with your March the 18th, 2021 NXT UK review tonight. Now, if you're new to the channel, man, go on ahead and hit that subscribe button, turn on both notifications. Also, follow me on Twitter, Ingram Wrestling. Follow me on Twitch at Ingram Wrestling News. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. I am on the road to 1,000. I still have a long ways to go before I get to 1,000. I'm on my way to 300 right now. I currently have 210 subscribers. I lost a subscriber for some reason. I don't know why. But I am on my way to 300. Please continue to support me and my channel. I appreciate you all. To those of you that are supporting me, that are trying to support me and my channel, that are putting the word out there, you know, sharing my channel link on Twitter and on Twitch, letting everybody know that, hey, go subscribe to IWN, the Wrestling News and Gaming channel. You know, I appreciate you putting out the word and telling everybody, you know, in the IWC community to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Because my YouTube channel is special, and I'm also special because I'm special needs. So, man, well, yeah, I'm autistic too. So I'm special. Not only is my channel special, I'm also special, and I am special to the IWC community. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care if anybody says I'm not special or not. I am special to the IWC community. I am new to the IWC community. Been new to the IWC. We're gonna go ahead and get started. First things first, the show started with a hype package for the NXT UK Cruiserweight Championship match between Jordan Devlin and Trent 7, featuring the weigh-in and confirmation 7 had dropped to 204 pounds. Andy Shepherd and Nigel Guinness welcome us to the BT Sports studio. Nathan Frazer, known as Ben Carter, made his entrance while in an interview about his name change from Ben Carter. Ashton Smith made his entrance. This is going to be a quick review, so listen up. Be listening. Now, Nathan Frazer versus Ashton Smith. Both men lock up to start the in-ring action. Smith worked a number of quick wrist lock transitions, but when he looked to capitalize with a German suplex, Frazer landed on his feet and gestured for Smith to bring it. Frazer hit a crossbody, but Smith rolled through and hit a massive brainbuster for a close 2 count. Moments later, Frazer hit a coast-to-coast dropkick for a close 2. Frazer hit the moonsault for the victory. And that was it. So this was a really enjoyable contest that made both men look good. Now, Smith continues to look better each time we see him. And as does Frazer, actually. So, backstage, llja Dragunov was given an interview backstage where he was interrupted by Sam Gradwell, who jokingly said he'd beat him in any match from a contract on a pole to a no disqualification. Dragunov accepted the no disqualification match to Gradwell's shock. A vignette aired for Isla Dawn practicing her tarot card reading. Shepard announced that NXT UK Prelude will be taking place on the 8th of April, 2 days, a shot at the Heritage Cup. That's going to be a very, very good, interesting match between Tyler Bate and Noam Dar. Tyler Bate is a real good wrestler, and I think he is a former NXT UK champion, if I'm mistaken. Might be. I think he is. But we see a hype package for Trent 7, Tyler Bates' Mustache Mountain partner, in which he bragged about managing to cut the weight for his Cruiserweight title shot. Now, Dani Luna made her entrance, followed by her opponent, Meiko Satomura. So we got Dani Luna versus Meiko Satomura. I'm going to tell you right now, this was a great match. This is the second time we've all in the IWC community have seen this match. The first time we seen this match, it was in a different wrestling promotion. I'm not sure what wrestling promotion it is, but I know it was in a different wrestling promotion for sure. But this match, we saw this match before. This match only happened one time in a different wrestling promotion. This is the second. And Meiko Satomura have went against each other. This is the second time. It really was. But I hate to say this, it didn't really, even though it was a good hard-hitting match, it didn't really last too long. You know what I mean? Usually matches will last to like 15 or maybe 10 minutes. Or maybe 8 minutes or so. I don't know. Matches usually last, I think, in my opinion, matches usually last like 4 to 5 minutes. They don't really last long. For sure they don't. This was a good match. Very, very interesting one. Least to say. Now, Satomura came out of the traps, kicking before Luna took her down with a wrist lock. Satomura gained control with a couple of stiff knee shots to the midsection of Luna, followed by a judo toss. Satomura went to the top rope, but Luna kicked her off and followed this up by suplexing the Japanese legend back into the ring. Luna failed to build on this, and Satomura hit a bicycle kick and Scorpio rising for the victory. Now we all knew at some point that after Satomura's debut, we would be seeing her tangle with Dani Luna at some point. Now, this definitely lived up to expectations. It had a great energy throughout. Now, I personally really like how Satomura will go from static headlocks to huge bursts of kicks and suplexes. Luna had some decent offense, but she wasn't presented on Satomura's level, which was sensible booking. Jinny and Joseph Connors cut a quick promo. We saw a recap of Devlin winning the Cruiserweight title at Worlds Collide over a year ago. Walter entered the BT Sports studio to make his announcement. Walter bragged about his dominance on the brand and being the longest reigning NXT UK champion. He demanded Johnny Saint search the world over and find him a challenger. All of a sudden, Rampage out of nowhere emerges. He interrupts the champion and said Saint didn't need to carry out a search because he was here. Walter went to attack Brown, but he dodged and knocked the Australian to the mat. Walter retreated, holding his title high. Now, it was exciting and also long overdue when last week we were told we'd finally see Walter this week. Then he crops up on NXT in the US, and it makes you feel a bit like his days in the UK are numbered. Now the question is, could Brown be the man to dethrone him? Comment yes or no in the live chat or in the comment section below, folks. I want to see your answers right now in the live chat and in the comments down below. Now, anyways, it certainly looks that way. If he faces Brown prior to his expected match with Tommaso Ciampa, could we see him get involved? It does feel a little weird seeing Walter in the US on a Wednesday and then back in the UK on Thursday when there's a global travel ban. More on that later. In the NXT UK weight room, Xia Brookside made an irritated Nina Samuels fetch her weights, kettlebells, and chalk, and fill her water bottle up. So once she did that, when Samuels got leapy with Brookside, she knocked the chalk bucket and forced her to pick it up. Kenny Williams informed Amir Jordan that they had a tag team title match in a few weeks. Jordan begged him not to cheat during the match. McGuinness revealed Johnny Saint had booked Walter versus Rampage Brown for the NXT UK Championship at NXT UK Prelude. If Walter appears at NXT TakeOver Stand and Deliver, it would have to be the first night, April the 7th, to make sense. So it looks like this will be a prelude to the title match with Rampage Brown. A streamlined Prince Trent 7 made his entrance. Jordan Devlin made his entrance while the broadcast team recapped Devlin's altercation with Santos Escobar last night on NXT. Devlin certainly made his way back to the UK quickly. So we got Jordan Devlin defending his NXT UK Championship, or not NXT UK, but Jordan Devlin defending his NXT Cruiserweight Championship, versus Trent 7. So, Jordan versus Trent 7 for the Cruiserweight Championship, the NXT Cruiserweight Championship. Same thing, though. I just said it repeatedly, though, even though it's the same thing. So, 7 came flying out of the gate with chops in the corner. before sending Devlin to the outside, where he, supposedly sent Devlin to the outside, where he dropped him on the ring bar barrier. Samet sent Devlin into the steps. He hits a massive snapdragon suplex on Devlin on the outside before rolling him back in the ring for a close 2 count. He continued to have the upper hand over the champion with a number of chops and slams, showing off his newfound speed. Devlin eventually managed to slow things down and stretch the back of 7 around the ring post. The champion worked a number of vicious strikes as he methodically picked apart 7. Now, after a cut, seemingly for the TV broadcast, but just masked by a fade to black on the network, 7 momentarily swung the momentum in his favor, but he missed a top rope somersault. Devlin locked in the cloverleaf, but 7 just made the rope break. 7 then locked on the single leg Boston Crab, but Devlin quickly got to the rope. 7 countered the Devil inside into the 7 stars lariat, but Devlin kicked out at 2. An emerald explosion from Devlin could only get him a 2 count. 7 then hits the burning hammer, but couldn't cover Devlin quick enough, and the delay meant Devlin could get his foot under the rope to break the count. While the referee tried to separate the 2 men, Devlin gouged the eye of 7. He followed this with Devil inside, but 7 unpredictably kicked out at 2. Devlin then hit the 450 for the win. Now, I felt like the build NXT UK had made to get us excited about 7 versus Devlin was slightly squashed when the champion turned up in NXT in the US last night to promote a future match with Escobar. Now, there's no way he was going to turn up in America on Wednesday and then lose in the UK on Thursday. Surely they could have waited a week. Now, putting that aside, this was a brilliant match. 7 looked fantastic, and it was great to see a challenger that had been on a real journey to warrant a title shot. Now, the contest was perfectly weighted between 7's early onslaught and Devlin's rally. The closing moments did make it seem like the outcome could go either way, which proves how good these 2 are, as it felt like a foregone conclusion before the match. Now, finally, NXT UK has announced a special episode in NXT UK Prelude. This is already shaping up nicely and should give us a great title match between Walter and Rampage Brown. Now, I'm sure we've all in the community, all the UK people, all the UK wrestling fans, and all the UK wrestle websites or whatever, all the UK people in the IWC community have been banging on this for weeks about NXT UK. And even the Americans in the IWC community have been bragging about this for weeks as well. Now, Walter needing some distraction, or should I say direction. Walter needing some direction, and I am pleased we finally have it, to be honest. Now, my full thoughts on this week's NXT UK. It was a very good NXT UK episode. Now, I will say that what great news that we did get an extra special episode for WrestleMania week. That was some great news. NXT UK Prelude will surely be on a takeover level, like how we've seen NXT USA give us special episodes. Great American Bash, Halloween Havoc, New Year's Evil, Dar versus Bate in a Heritage Cup Contenders match. And then after a pretty good altercation between Walter and Rampage Brown, Rampage is skyrocketing right to a title match at that event. It may be no fault of Rampage that he hasn't been built that strongly, but I just don't see him taking the title off Walter, despite how great it was for him being able to shove Walter down. Now, Satomura versus Luna was not sure it really means anything, but who knows. Jinny and Joseph have a good promo. Connors versus Stars will be good, and who knows how this guides the overall story with them and Piper. llja has another spooky, scary video. llja making Nina do all that extra work was alright, but again, I feel like they're missing the mark on making Nina the assistant. Nina should either be further humiliated than doing menial chores, or she should be scheming and failing to mess with llja Brookside. Name change aside, Nathan Frazer, known as Ben Carter, is going strong. He's going to be just fine to circle back to the Cruiserweight Championship when Devlin versus Escobar settles things. Now, they could even lean into the fact that he's learning British wrestling by having him try a British Rounds Heritage Cup division match. Seems strange that we haven't seen a kid lately, but I suppose he doesn't always have to be around if there just isn't much to do or say. Now, A-Kid will probably get to be in the VIP box for Noam Dar versus Bate, though the same way Gallus was for the tag titles contenders match. And speaking of that, Amir Jordan and Kenny Williams versus Pretty Deadly will be good, but Kenny is totally G. It'll probably fail. It'll cause Kenny and Amir to break up, but he's totally G. Now, main event. Devlin vs. 7 was great stuff. And awesome stuff. Even 7 does so well with character stuff. The selling and the drama. It is still a shame again that he wasn't an inaugural Heritage Cup champion. But he could have always circled back to that after this. But obviously, after Devlin called out Escobar, both on NXT UK and then last night on NXT USA, it was clear we're getting Devlin versus Escobar at Stand and Deliver, and here we are. Devlin versus Escobar will be great, and I would hope Devlin wins. Escobar is not really a strong champion when he has El Legado help him so much, and he has been boarding and probably breaking the 205 line even more than Buddy Murphy was a couple of years ago. Let Escobar move on to the North American Championship scene or even NXT Championship. Devlin will dominate the Cruiserweights to set some reign records. Folks, that's going to do it for your NXT UK, for your March the 8th, 2021 NXT UK review. If you have any questions, please comment it down in the section below or comment it in the live chat. Can't even talk this week. Brain must not be functioning or something. But thank you to those of you who tuned in. If you didn't join, I suggest you check out this video once the stream ends and give it a like. Don't miss it. Anyways, I got a few announcements to make. So tonight, right after this, I'm going to be streaming Dragon Ball Z Verse 2, helping other people with their apparel requests. And then tomorrow I'm probably either going to be streaming Dragon Ball FighterZ or Call of Duty. I'll probably tweet out a poll asking which game should I stream tomorrow. I am still going to get a new game. It's going to be either WWE Battlegrounds or Jump Force. I'm going to look at the store and see. The PlayStation store. I'm going to look at that. See which game I want. But anyways, I'm getting ready to do a video. I'm getting ready to do a Twitch live stream on. I'm getting ready to stream Dragon Ball Z Burst 2 on Twitch. And I'm actually going to be doing a video on the debuts of Topo, the debuts of God of Destruction Topo, and Pycon from the Legendary Pack 1 DLC. That's in the PlayStation Store if you want to go get it. If you want to go buy it now, because that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm getting ready to do after this. So, I'm getting out of here, folks. I hope you all have a good day. And I will see you tomorrow on my WWE Friday Night SmackDown live stream watch along, and I will also see you on my Friday Night SmackDown review. And I may see you on Call of Duty tomorrow. But I'm not going to be on this account. I'm going to be on my other PlayStation account, and I'm going to be on my other Call of Duty account this time. So, see you tomorrow for my WWE SmackDown live stream watch along, and see you on my WWE SmackDown review. Folks, I just thought I'd give you this to listen to because this is really good. I love this. I love this theme. So listen to this. Folks, I'm out of here. Have yourselves a great weekend. See you on my Friday Night SmackDown review, and see you again on my WWE SmackDown live stream.